NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers getting set to match up with the New Orleans Pelicans. The opening tip won by the Pacers as we get underway in downtown Indianapolis. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
He hits. Payton. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Siakam. From the painted area, won't go down. Johnson over to the right side. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
McConnell. Here comes the screen. To McConnell. Pascal Siakam. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Fires the three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Payton. To Stanley Johnson. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Pascal Siakam at the line for 2 shots. His career mark right now sits at 63% and hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. New Orleans going to take it up. Payton. Probing the defense. Beyond the arc for 3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Kicks it outside. Nothing going here on that drive. Pascal Siakam to McConnell. 4-3. TJ McConnell, like Rocky, he loves the tough situations.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Has a chance. The shot by Payton won't fall. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Pascal Siakam, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. He connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Pelicans basketball. Payton. Can't connect from in close. Deep two there, won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Goes to the left side. Has a look. And scores on the step back.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
To McConnell. The shot, almost. Payton into the front court. Down 6. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. Couldn't keep it in. Out of bounds off T.J. McConnell. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Tough shot there for Stanley Johnson. No good. McConnell. Nice pass to get things going.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here comes the screen. To Stanley Johnson. Swings it. Johnson. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Pascal Siakam gets it in the left corner. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
New Orleans will take it up. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
To McConnell. Count the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Clark with it. Margins 8. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. from long range. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
He was hacked. They let it go. To Stanley Johnson. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. New blood coming in. Both sides. McConnell has a chance, gets a look, can't hit. Clark with it. They're down 3. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Has a look. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
For 3. His first effort off the mark. Clark with it. They trail by 1. Runner here won't go down. Another follow, still no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
McConnell. Pascal Siakam to McConnell. Goes to the right side. Fires the 3, and he buries it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Pascal Siakam. Clark with it. Down 2. Big finish at the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
to McConnell. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Payton with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Turns and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from the lane won't go. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive player is establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip. Here comes the screen. Defense making the ball handler work. Down to 5 on the 24. Lets it fly from long range. It's good for 3.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
Trying to cash in and hits off a killer step back. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through one at Bankers Life Fieldhouse with the Pacers on top. Back with more from Indianapolis after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter down. Jay, is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is gonna pick up a couple of notches.
To Peyton. No good. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Pacers control. Peyton into the front court. They trail by 2. Runners good there.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
New Orleans has it. Surveys the floor. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks down the 3.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
On the shot clock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Short jumper off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it. The Pelicans will take the timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Changes coming from both. Both sides right now. To Payton. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nice finish at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Pelicans have the basketball. The screen sets him up for two.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Has a chance. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Here comes the screen. And the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To McConnell. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To Payton. 5 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Cleared by the Pacers. Count it.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
To Payton. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. Indiana with the basketball. Has a look. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. To Payton. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it.
Substitutions, New Orleans.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
It's Pelicans ball. Elfrid Payton, good touch.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Here comes the screen. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Payton with the basketball. His team down 9. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Payton into the front court. 9-point margin. Screen coming. To Payton. Pacers with the possession. To McConnell. Here's the three. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
McConnell. Trying to cash in, just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession now.
New Orleans going to take it up. Hayden to Stanley Johnson. Oh, big finish at the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To McConnell. Five to shoot for Indiana. Beyond the arc for three. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Hayden. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
McConnell. Pascal Siakam to McConnell.
Big pick right there.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go to Payton. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
McConnell. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. Johnson to Payton. 4-3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Pascal Siakam to McConnell. The Pacers with 4 to shoot from long range. Like the confidence. Tough shot there from McConnell. Hayden with the basketball. It's a one-point game as we approach halftime. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To McConnell. Pascal Siakam. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Baseline drive. First half in the books. The Pelicans in front.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Pelicans have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pacers are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And they shouldn't feel too discouraged, considering how well they shot the 3 ball. If they continue to make it rain from long range, it's only going to help them out.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us. See you again after the game.
Pelicans basketball. Free throws coming up.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. McConnell. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
New Orleans will take it up. Take stock of the floor. To Stanley Johnson. Pulls up for two.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Has a chance. That's no good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
To Stanley Johnson. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. For 3, he'll take that any day.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
New Orleans has it. Off the assist. To McConnell. Screen coming. McConnell. Cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Pelicans. And scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Clark with it. Lead is 2. He gets it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
It's Indiana basketball. Pascal Siakam. Here comes the screen. To Stanley Johnson. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Flushes it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To McConnell. Great dish to set it up. Oh, emphatic slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Clark with it. Leads a bucket. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To McConnell. Here comes the screen. McConnell. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Johnson. Got a piece to knock it away. And that one is out. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Johnson. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Lets it fly from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. McConnell. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's a chance from long range. Shakes free and hits.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Pacers control. McConnell. Pascal Siakam to McConnell. Jumper's good.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Able to convert inside.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Hayden. The pass set it all up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Indiana with the basketball. To McConnell. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Knocks down the first.
Stepping in for Indiana, number 55, Joakim Noah.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Pacers with the possession. Here comes the screen. Pascal Siakam. Easy path to the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Pascal Siakam. scores.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To McConnell. Oh, he blocked it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
To McConnell. Screen coming. McConnell. And finishes strong.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Entering the game for New Orleans, number 3.
It's Indiana basketball. McConnell. Screen coming. Probing the defense. Pascal Siakam to McConnell. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. TJ McConnell, like Rocky, he loves the tough situations.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Nothing going here on that drive.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Pascal Siakam to McConnell. Pascal Siakam to McConnell. Fires the three. That's rebounded by New Orleans. Clark with it. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Step back jumper.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Pacers control. McConnell. Has a chance, and he hits.
When miracles happen, you accept it and you're thankful, but you don't expect it all the time.
Down low to Okafor. Shot from the lane won't go. McConnell. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
3 quarters down. The Pelicans have the lead. So the Pacers Pacers with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
McConnell. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. 4-3. Steps out and hits.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Has a look. Can't connect. Shot was forced. McConnell. Nice pass to set things up.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
McConnell. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Clark with it. Leads just a point. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Here comes the screen. McConnell. Curling inside. Count the bucket for 2.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Pascal Siakam. To McConnell. Pascal Siakam. Goes to the right side. From long range. Off the mark. No good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Both coaches dipping into their reserve. changes coming onto the floor. It's good.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Indiana with the basketball. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. The jumper's off the mark. Payton. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Five to shoot for Indiana. Deep left corner. For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
The screen sets him up for two.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Pacers with the possession. That's going to be out of bounds. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Payton into the front court. Leads 4. Got it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Able to convert inside.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
To Stanley Johnson. The shot by Payton won't fall.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. Payton with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Fires the three. Off the mark. Gets it in the right corner. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
the assist.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Johnson. To Payton. Lets it fly from long range. Hits the three-pointer.
There is no doubt about it, Ed. This is the best isolation weapon versus lockdown defenders ever made.
So tough to guard on that trip. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Stanley Johnson. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. To Payton. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. And he buries it.
Old school equals high percentage.
Pelicans have the basketball. To Payton. Here comes the screen. The shot by Payton won't fall. Johnson to Payton. And he buries it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. McConnell. Around the perimeter. Has a chance. And the rebound comes down to the Pelicans. Hayden into the front court. 2-point advantage. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
McConnell. Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
And he hits.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's Indiana basketball. McConnell. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Ferocious slam inside.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And the finish, slam dunk.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
To Stanley Johnson.
Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. McConnell. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a two-score game.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
And gets both to drop at the line. Desperation shot here from half court. It's the Pelicans who come away with the victory as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
The Pelicans got the win in a nail-biter.
I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. Check out the leading scores for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pacers finished on the losing end of a close score. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Indiana Pacers. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.